What's up, everybody? I hope y'all can hear me. Yo, this your boy Jason King. This is a new video. This is the CFPB video that I've been promising you guys. I know y'all been wondering where I was at. I was just wasn't doing videos. I got kind of tired of content for a little bit. So I'm gonna put this video out to help you suckers that don't know how to get your stuff done the right way with the CFPB. So bear with me. Here we go. Let's hop into it. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, you guys. So this is pretty much everything. All right. So we're going straight to it. So this is the CFPB website. So when you're going on here, you can take a scroll on here. I'm gonna do general information right now, so I want you guys to pay attention to the CFPB website so you can see everything, resources for yourself. A lot of these things on here, most of y'all don't even look at. This is why you have so much problems with the CFPB. Warning letters, all of these things are here. Like payments to harm consumers, all this stuff. Like you got to start looking at this stuff. You really have to start looking at this stuff. Data research, you can go in here and you can check out everything. Speeches, testimonies, blogs, they have everything in here. Now, this is one thing that I want you guys to pay attention to: consumer compliant database. So one thing I can say, most of y'all don't look at this enough. This is one thing that I think that is the most helpful thing that you can ever get. They let you download the complaint database, everything. So you can go in and read complaints. You can go in and look through all of the complaints that the people have put in through the time that they're doing. So now you see debt collection and credit repair. So now you actually can go in and look that you can see that this almost 8 million total complaints on here. And this is some stuff that most people do not even take heed to look at when you're going onto a CFPB website. This is why I'm addressing this first. This is one of the things that people are not teaching you about the CFPB. So you can go in and look at this stuff and get information and get knowledge on this. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Guys, this is going to be one of those videos that you want to save, and rewatch again. It tells you 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years. This is where it says attempt to collect the debt, close with an explanation. Was it a timely response? It actually gives you everything that the company says. Like you can see improper use of report, incorrect information. You can see all of these. So if you want to go in and you look at these things as someone else, you can look at the actual letter. Now, as far as doing the same thing as somebody else, you can do that at your own risk. I wouldn't do it. If y'all need services and help getting your credit repaired, please book a free consultation with me, guys. My company can get it done for you. So you see that they have kickoff in here. You can actually see the database number, and you can see credit report and other personal credit reports, all of this stuff is on here. All of this stuff is on here. You can see Wells Fargo Company, credit report, credit reporting, issue incorrect information. I applied for home equity loan. It was told that it was charged off. They putting everything in here. So when you go in here and you want to see what it says, check it out. Check it out. Submit it via web. And you can see the consent. And you see they complain to it. You got a response. Now, I don't know if it was removed. Some of the times it tells you that it's removed, but in some instances it does not. But you can look, it says close with explanation, close with explanation, close with explanation. Now, some of these will say close with it's gonna say close with a solution or something like that, very similar to that. Nah, this is something that says close without non-monetary relief. Harris and Harris Company. So this is something that got taken off their credit. So when it says non-monetary relief, it was removed. Now you can see this was late payment violations, permissible purpose. This was the furniture. They come in and they use the Fair Credit Reporting Act. These are the things that you need to understand and learn when you're doing these disputes. The FCRA, these laws are in place for us to actually win. We don't know them, but like I said, if y'all need to buy a letter, y'all can check the letters out that's in my the link in my bio. I actually have a letter that you guys can use, and it's really detailed and has the FCRA what you want to call them? The FCRA excuse me, explanations on there, written on there, so you don't have to look for them yourself. And yo, it helps. I've been getting results with it. My students, they get results with it. I don't really take one-on-one students anymore, but when I did, everybody that used my letter or what I was telling them got instant results. And it's a handful of people out there that are making a difference with those letters. So like I said, this is the CFPB. This is one of the places that I tell you guys to go to look first. Go look here first before you go in anywhere else. You can go look all the way through this. And you can type the company in that you're trying to find. Now, see all of this, you can clear all of that. And then you can just type in TransUnion. Excuse me. You can type in TransUnion. Boom. Now it brings up everything with TransUnion. Now you see one that's in progress, consumer response in progress, consumer response in progress, closed with non-monetary relief. Now, if it's monetary relief, that means someone was cut a check. That means somebody was cut a check. So if it's non-monetary relief, that just means it was removed from their credit report. So you can, like I said before, you can go in here and you can look at these letters. Like this person just put a complaint in and it was removed. It's just as simple as that. They just put a complaint in and it was removed. TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, these are companies, these are not credit bureaus. The CFPB is the only credit bureau. That's why they handle all of the complaints. So you see so many complaints here. That's why you're seeing them in progress, in progress, in progress. Now, at the beginning of the year, we did have a certain issue with Donald Trump removing the actual CFPB, but now it's back in action, and you see it's a lot of stuff in progress, and they're putting the right foot forward and getting all this stuff corrected. So now you see thousands of complaints against TransUnion. Equifax will be the same way. So you guys got to understand that. But this is a part that you can go in and look for yourself. Remember, I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you guys how to get there. Let's go click this again. Now, again, this is for educational purpose only. Y'all do what y'all want with the information, but that was in the consumer client database. Consumer client database. Now, resources for yourself. This is when it says buying a house, disaster relief, filing your taxes, getting an auto loan, like paying off college. Listen, debt collection. It has everything in here. We just don't look. We don't look. We don't look. It tell you debt collection rule. We don't look. they actually tell you where to look. Fair debt collection practicing. This is where you want to go to get paid. If you want to sue the people, you want to use this. See, it says debt settlement relief services. This is who you want to find out ways to sue these people. The CFPB has everything. Everything. Now, again, this is just for learning purposes only because I know it's a lot of people that do not explain this. So when you want to go ahead and submit a complaint, we're going to do one. I'm going to show you through here. You can create one. I always create a dummy account. So I'm going to go in and create a dummy account. Y'all give me a second. Now, y'all do know you do have to have a good email so you don't get caught up in no nonsense. If you want to use your telephone number, go ahead and use it. But I'm going to use the number that y'all can text if you need to get funding. You can text this number right here, text funding to that number, and fill out the consultation, and we'll get over here to you. Now, this is the part that I don't like. You create just a long email, whatever you want to do. Now, after that, boom, you should get an account. So you see Doe, whatever, and New King LLC, blah, blah, blah. They're gonna send you a verification code to your email. So that's why you need the email. So once I get the verification code, I type it in. And this is something new they came up with, guys. A while back, they didn't have to have the verification code, but now they do. So you verify it. Boom. And then you're in here. So here is the actual complaint. You tell you, as soon as you pop up, you don't have any complaints. This is where a lot of people get confused when it comes to the CFPB. So credit cards, credit reporting, debt collections, all of this stuff is here. Payday loan title, all this personal loan, mortgages. If you have late payments on your mortgage, you need to click the mortgage. You got student loans, you need to click student loans. Vehicle loans, vehicle loans. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So most people that are dealing with credit, we're going to stay within these three parameters. We're going to deal with credit card, credit reporting or personal, and debt collection. These are the three ones that you want to push on the complaints. You can use the same information to dispute them, but this is where you start to see what type of debt, credit card debt. Like these are the ones that through me doing my due diligence, you have to understand what you're putting in here. So if you're doing debt collection, most of y'all have auto or credit card debt. You're gonna click credit card debt. Then you're gonna click next. Now, each time that you go in, you go do this and you go backwards, you're gonna lose the information, unfortunately, because that's just how the CFPB works. Now, I don't know why they do that, but that's just how it works. Now, these are the things that violate the Truth in Lending Act. So now, these are the ones that you want to deal with. Took, threatening, or it took, this is the one that I like. Took or threatening or take a a negative or legal action. So basically, they threaten to sue, threaten to arrest you, threaten to seize property, to deport you, all that. This is common tactics that they use. That's the first one. False statements or false representations, trying to collect the wrong amount, impersonating a lawyer. Also, this is what happens when you get a debt collection agency that sends you a letter. They're gonna act as if they're a law firm, but they're not a law firm. They're a debt collection agency. So that's false representation. They can't do that. They're masquerading as a law firm. They're trying to sue you on the premises that they don't even have the right to. So you can use that. Now, this is another one. Attempts to collect the debt not owned. Debt was paid, discharged in a bankruptcy. So if anybody in here, this is what you really need to pay attention to right now. This is on a debt collection, credit card debt. If you have a bankruptcy and you have had it charged off due to the bankruptcy, and all of the debt was supposed to be charged off with the bankruptcy, and it still shows up, this is where you go to dispute that bankruptcy. You have to have the bankruptcy court's information and the letter saying that they do not report to the credit bureaus. And then you have to click this: attempt to collect a debt not owned. Debt was paid, discharged in bankruptcy. That's the one that you want to look at. Now, then it's going to say debt was already discharged in a bankruptcy and no longer is owed. That's the one that you click. Then have you already tried to fix it? No, yes. You're going to click yes. Did the company give you information? No. Then you're going to go to the next one. Now, this is just for general information, guys. I'm not going to go through all of the processes of this with you. I'm just showing y'all the first parts of the process so you have information about the CFPB. You're not in a loss. You're not stuck. You're not, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. No, we're getting the information that you need. Boom. So now you're going to credit card. Let's go to credit cards. See, now this says general purpose or credit card charge only. Store card. I don't really like using this one, but I'm just going over this one. I suggest that y'all don't use this one often unless you really lasered in and you know what you're doing. Because as you're going to see, it's going to give you, boom, a whole bunch of nonsense. Struggling to pay your bill with bankruptcy, so forbearance. This is general purpose. This like y'all can complain on anything. Interest fees. This is just for like you can still have an active card or active information and complain using this. Like it says fees or interest, Capital One, for example. They charge you hidden fees. Problem with the credit card reporting on your credit score. This is one with, let's say, like we had the Chase problem. It dropped a lot of people's scores. Boom, you click that and you report it to Chase and you tell Chase, hey, I demand that my credit was put back to the actual numbers that it was. You guys dropped my credit score 42 points for a glitch. Please contact the company, tell them that the glitch was your fault and have them reinstate my credit. Boom, problem solved. Now it's gonna say problem with credit reporting on here is incorrect information on the credit report. Boom, that's gonna be one. Problem with the company's reinvestigation. That's two. And improper use of credit report. That's three. Those are the three that you need to use when it comes to that. That's it. Those are the three. Those are the three. Nothing else. Did you already try to fix this? Yes. Did the company give you information? No. Boom. We're going back because I'm trying to make this video very quick, y'all. I don't want to be on here all night. I'm going to let this upload and then I'm going to get on to the next video tomorrow. And that next video, make sure y'all tune in. That's going to be how you get into credit unions without paying a fee. Now, The third one is the credit reporting and other personal consumer reports, background checks, employments, and tenant screening. Now, this is the most common one, okay? Because it says credit reporting. Boom. Then you hit next. It's going in there, it's going straight for the kill. This is the one that everybody uses. It's going straight for the kill. Now, it's going to say, we just went over these. Improper use of credit report. Now, they put this on here twice. Incorrect information on your credit report. They put this on here. Problem with the company's investigation. Remember, I told you the three that you need to use. Incorrect information on your report. Improper use on the credit report. Problem with the company's reinvestigation into an existing problem. It's never going to be the fraud alerts. It's never going to be the credit monitoring. It's never going to be unable to get a credit score. If you can't, well, if it may be one of these. If you have a thing like with Equifax and they zeroed out your credit and it has a zero, and that's when you're gonna use that complaint. Whenever you have a zero credit score on your credit report, this is when you want to use unable to get a credit report or credit score. That's when you're gonna put that complaint. Okay? So now the one that is most likely used is the incorrect information on the report. You're gonna click that. Now, here's some of the ones that they often use. The information that belongs to someone else. Boom. That's gonna be the first one. Information missing should be on the report. Missing address, blah, blah, blase, blase. You don't want to use, only one you want to use is the information belongs to someone else. Now, if you are someone that's trying to get your address updated and they're not updating their address, you're going to click personal information is incorrect. And then you put your address and all that stuff on there. But for this training, you're going to put information belongs to someone else. Yes, no, boom. Then you're going to go through that part. Now, it's going to be other parts in here. I'm going to go briefly through this. So boom, you go in here. Y'all pay attention to this part because you won't get to see it again. This is where you're going to upload your information. This is where you file a complaint. You're going to put your complaint. Do not press this unless you have to. This is going to post it up onto your site. Now, you can just type in whatever you type in. If you're interested in my letter, the letter is listed below. Again, you get the letter. You put the letter in here, you copy and paste the entire letter into there, and then you tell them what's a resolution. Please delete anything on my credit that is not valid in 24 hours. Boom, that's done. You're gonna upload the letter, your driver license, and your social, and an FTC report if you need to. But most likely you won't need to. It's just your letter, your driver's license, and your social. And then you click next, and then it's gonna ask you some more prompts. But all right, guys, so this is a brief run through of the CFPB. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube. This video can help you guys. If you need to book a one-on-one with me, please click the links below and get one of my free consultations. If you need to learn how to do the credit repair yourself, it's a course down below that I actually made for you guys. You can actually buy the course and it'll teach you the rest of the things that were listed on here. If you already know, but you just need a letter, my letter is already listed below too. But this is to help you guys understand the CFPB. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Make sure you go follow me on my other platforms as well, on Instagram, TikTok, and here on YouTube. But other than that, guys, if don't nobody love you, I love you. Peace.